Hello, I hope you find yourself well in the Lord. I want to share how most adults, most parents don't realize that there is generational curses that follow from the bloodline, from the previous generations. A lot of people don't understand this or don't believe it or have no idea. Many of the things that are in your family is because of generational curses, doors that your ancestors, meaning your great grandpa, great grandma, your parents, doors that they open in the spirit realm and that follow to the following generations. A lot of people do not understand that. A lot of parents do not understand that. Sometimes they'll question themselves like, why is my daughter like this? Why did she turn out like me? Why is she doing the same things that I went through? Why is the same thing happening to so and so and so and so? Because if it's being repeated generation, whether it's sickness, poverty, anything that's being repeated is a generational curse. And that needs to be broken. It needs to be stopped. You need to be in prayer with God. You need to ask Him to help you break everything that's in the bloodline to be broken. There are some people who God has called them to be generational curse breakers. Usually it will be someone from the family, one person. But if that person is not obedient, that person does not have a repentance heart, doesn't serve the Lord, then that curse will never be broken because that person is not being obedient to be with God, work with God to break that curse. Yes, God can break it more never, but He has us on this earth and He's called many people, and usually it's one person from the family that He chooses to break all those curses. But if that person is being rebellious, not submitting to God, not wanting to put in the effort, the work, the prayer, the time, the fasting, the communication with God to get that broken, to get that settled, the family is going to continue to be in that same situation. So I think this video is to confirm to someone that's questioning God about whether or not there is something in the bloodline that comes from generational curses. So I think this is the confirmation that this person that's going to watch this video needed, and this is your confirmation. And so please, if that is you watching this video, please be obedient to God. Do what He's asking you to do to get all of these curses, witchcraft, whatever it is, broken. God wants the best of us. He wants to bless us abundantly, but we need to be obedient and do what He tells us to do so our bloodline, our family can be set free. A lot of people do not see that. It's like, and it's written in the Bible how there's curses that followed up to the fourth generation. So this is a confirmation for someone that yes, you are here from God. God did call you to break the generational curses on your bloodline. And it's up to you if you want to answer and you want to follow through and put in the work, the effort that God is telling you so that that can be broken. Remember that when God, well, I don't know if you know, but God, when God calls somebody to be a generational curse breaker, it is your bloodline, your family, whether they know it or not, depending on you to do what God has called you to do so they can all be set free from those cycles, from those curses. Believe it or not. It is very powerful. It is heavy. So it's not about you, it's about your family. So not only will you be set free, but it will be your family. I don't know how many family members are in your family, but if even if it's 5 people, that's already a lot. Because the choices that the parents make does affect the children, does affect them and the future generation. So the choices that parents are making, the kids, the future generation are gonna suffer, and that's how generational curses follow. So everything that our ancestors, our parents, great parents did, open witchcraft, all that stuff keeps continuing to go through because there's doors open in the spirit realm that has access to the bloodline, and that needs to be cut off completely. So I hope that this shows confirmation to anybody, and that if you don't think you're a generational curse breaker, at least you can learn from it and understand more of like how things work, why we see repeated things happening with people. Like, for example, something's coming to my mind where there's someone that keeps going to jail, keeps going to jail, keeps going, going, and going. Unfortunately, some people don't know any better because that's all they've seen in their life. That's all they've known, to go to jail, to go to jail, get in trouble. They don't care. Nobody cares about them. But God has grace and mercy, and He can redeem anyone, anywhere, at any time. He died for all humanity, not just for a person, not just for a race, and not for religion. God bless. Take care. In Jesus Christ is King.